Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Parasha Rani. I'm from MSW first semester at Christu Jayanti College. The presentation that I'll be present today is about functional theory in casework. Functional theory in social casework was developed by the School of Social Work of the University of Pennsylvania. It is based on the personality theory of Otto Rank. Functional theory in casework focuses on understanding the client perspective and client current situation instead of focusing the client's past problems or external factors. Functional theory emphasizes the client's ability or capability and help the client to develop the skills and resources they need to improve their own life. So, so in the next slide is about the phases of functional theory, that is in the initial phases. In this initial phases, there is the beginning phase, the middle phase, and ending phase. In the functional theory of the case work, understanding the phases is important for a case worker to effectively help the client. These phases refer to different stages of interaction between the case worker and the client. Each phases has a specific purpose and approach by gradually guiding the client through the process of receiving support. In the beginning phase, uh, the case worker focuses on building the trust and understanding the client, because sometimes the client may feel uncomfortable uh, to share their problems or resist to receive the support. So by using a gentle approach like gestures or communicating with them, the case worker uh, uh, make the client to ease any fear or hesitation that the client might feel. During this phase, the caseworker aim to make the clients feel comfortable enough to openly share their goals or their problem. The caseworker role here is to find a common ground of the client where both can work together with a shared understanding of how processes. By sharing a foundation makes it easier uh, for the client to engage in the support process step by step toward achieving their goal. So in the middle phase, this stage is about the client stepping up and becoming more responsible for working towards solving their own problem or uh, issues. The caseworker here is to guide and support the client in such a way that the client to takes his responsibility or solutions of his or her problem. In the ending phases, this ending phases is based on a review of the progress made during the middle phase. In this phase, the case worker and the client look at what has been accomplished and to move forward on their own. This phase marked the completion of the casework process as the client is enabled to handle challenges independently. So, in the next slide, that is the diagnosis or assessment. In functional theory in casework, uh, it doesn't focus on understanding every detail of a client life. Instead, the social worker or the case worker try to understand the person by looking specifically at the problem that they are faced. The case worker goal is to develop a clear understanding of a particular situation of a person unique needs. In this approach, diagnosis is about uh, building a relationship with the client through this, as already said in the initial phases that the caseworker helps the client to set their own goals with the objectives that they have set. So this method allows the client to define what they want to achieve while the caseworker guides and support the client. So in the next slide is the treatment. In the School of Social Work, instead of treatment, they use it helping. This approach focuses on supporting the client in a way that the client aligns with a specific goals of services or program they are involved. The main aim of social case work in this approach is to empower the client so that they can function better in society. To do this, the case worker guides the client to make the best use of the services that they had offered by the agencies to address their needs effectively. The case worker role is to help the client build confidence and skills to improve their social interaction and well-being. To conclude this, functional theory is a helpful way uh, to approach a social case worker because it focuses on understanding the client's particular situation and building a strong relationship between the client and the case worker. It also encourages the client to use the services and the support that has been provided from the agencies to address their needs. This functional theory works especially well for the clients who are seeking help with immediate uh, concern and who are work towards uh, solving them with the guidance of the caseworker.